Shouldn't throw me off. It should be fine because I wanted to go ahead and use the new one since it's new and this is what we have.
It's cuter too.
I know, it's very pretty. Very modern. Okay, the very first thing that you want to do when you sit down to share the opportunity with someone before you ever open this is you want to look them right in the eyes and you want to say, Lori, so what is it about Premier that interested you? What did you want to, what interests you about Premier? Why did you want to sit down with me today? Just ask a quick question right off the bat, get on the same page with her. I learned this kind of, I don't want to say the hard way, but I used to sit down and say, okay, Letitia, well, this is the opportunity presentation, and I would launch right into it. I had no idea what she was looking for, where she was coming from. You know, right away, right off the bat, you're going to know what she wants. You know, she's going to say to you, well, you know, I've just been staying home with my kids, and I just want to meet some friends and get out and blah, blah, blah. That's going to be a totally different OP. It's the same OP, it's the same words on the page, but what you're going to emphasize is going to be totally different from someone who says, well, you know, I hate my job, I want a new job, I need to make X amount of dollars per month, blah, blah, blah. That's a totally different ballgame than someone who's in it for the relationships and for the fun, you know. So get in the habit of always asking that question right off the bat, because then you can tailor your opportunity presentation to whatever her needs are.
Can we sponsor guys?
Yes, men can be jewelers. I had a man jeweler.
Really?
Mm-hmm. A Mueller, as we call him. My man jeweler. Yep. Yes, I did. There's one in the company that does really well. He's like, yeah, he does really good retail and stuff. He's actually, I think even Joni's down there. But yes, we can sponsor men. If they're married though, you have to write a special letter saying that he's the one that's going to do the business. Because married couples, Premier, you're kind of jointly in the business, but still the business goes under the woman's name. So when a couple signs up, Premier's going to assume it's the woman. So if it's going to be the man, you just have to write a letter. No big deal. Okay. On this page, usually most people that you're going to do OPs with have been to a show and you've already kind of done your spiel of whatever you talk about. This page you can really kind of do as little or as much as you feel like, you know. I keep it pretty concise, and the goal with every page, you can't see me?
You're holding it like off to the side. I'm just going to turn it a little bit.
I
Yeah, if you hold it on that side, it's good.
Should I move?
No, you're fine.
Okay. The goal with the OP is you kind of need to become comfortable and kind of have an idea of how long it takes you. It takes me about 15 minutes. But some people it'll take 20, some people it'll take 5. Whatever that is though, kind of set that expectation. Say that, well, this will take, and add about 5 minutes. I tell people it'll take about 20 minutes, and set that expectation, and then be conscious of that. If you told them 20 minutes, be done in 20 minutes, okay? You're not, if you tell her and her husband that you're going to be there for about a half hour to 45 minutes, don't overstay your welcome. Don't be there for 2 hours, okay? You're going to make her husband unhappy. He wants you out of there. So set the expectation of how long this is going to take you. And the goal with the whole OP is to be concise, to kind of choose your words carefully. You don't need to give them every single detail. It's not the goal to give them everything you know about the Horners, everything you know about every home show you've ever done and every piece you've ever sold, okay? This is not the goal of the OP. We're giving them an overview, okay? So on this page, I just say, this company was founded by Andy and Joan Horner, and when they created Premier, they wanted to minister financially to 4 groups of people: single moms, stay-at-home moms, full-time Christian ministry workers, and to support service ministries and charities around the world. So it's a phenomenal company. I can tell you all kinds of things about it, but I'm just really proud that I've been a part of them for the last 3 years. That's what I say about this. And then I say, you can embellish a little more if you want to, but that's my general thing, what I say on this page. I also say this, and this is really important to mention right off the bat, is I say, Andy and Joan Horner are Christians. This is a company that was built upon Christian biblical principles. So you can expect to get literature in the mail that's going to have Bible verses on it. There are a lot of Christians in the company, but it's by no means a requirement. You don't have to be a Christian in order to sign up with Premier, but I just want to let you know that right off the bat, that you can expect that with this company. That's an important thing to mention. 90% of people are going to be fine. A lot of people are Christians. They're like, oh, great, whatever. A lot of people, some people are like, really? And then they want to know more, and that's okay. If you want to tell them more, that's fine. But you do need to be aware that Premier, Andy Horner will tell you himself, Premier is a business. Premier is first and foremost a business. And so we don't ever need to make people feel like they have to be a Christian to be part of this business, you know. So it's important to set that expectation, because when people aren't, when that's something that, you know, some people, there's been cases where people did not sign up because of that, and hey, that's fine, you know. So just let them know that, and then they can make that decision if they're going to be okay with that or not. So I tell that to them right off the bat on this page. What I say is, the way that this marketing plan is lined up is that the top of the page here are it's going to go through, and we're going to naturally answer all the questions that you have when you're looking into starting Premier as a business. Why we sell jewelry, how we sell jewelry, what it costs to get started, how you get started. These are all the questions. You're going to have all the information so you could make the most informed decision about whether this is going to be a good fit for you. So the first question that people have are, I'm sorry, see, I'm kind of off because this is the new one. Okay. Never mind. I need to revamp. Okay. People get into Premier for all kinds of different reasons. There definitely isn't one cookie cutter type of jewelry lady. There's all kinds of different people in Premier with different needs. And some of the needs that Premier can meet is a way to make additional income. Everybody, pretty much, who can't use extra income. So depending on how much you need, Premier can be done at part-time, it can be done full-time. It's really up to you. They're up to you how little or as much you want to do in this business. In Premier, you can also expect to, these are different, I'm sorry, I need to use the old one because I'm just going to be really thrown off. What do I do with it? Their needs, dreams, and goals are different. What are the old ones? Okay. Maybe I'll try to use both of them. Okay. You can expect to, for some people are really looking for ways to earn recognition when you've been a stay-at-home mom for a long time. You know, sometimes, you know, you're not always getting applauded when you mop the floors every day or whatever. Mm-hmm. So for some people, this is a great way for them to earn some recognition, you know, to get out of the house. That's a great reason to get into Premier. You're a small business owner, so you have all the tax benefits of being a small business owner with your Premier business. So there's lots of different needs that Premier can meet when you get started in this business. And of course, when you've already asked her what her need is, then you can emphasize that. You can talk about, and you really want to validate that reason. And then you can say, just like you said, you wanted to get out of the house a little bit. That is a great reason. There are a lot of people in Premier with that goal. Or you can say, you know, you said that you need to bring in a full-time income. That's a great goal. That's definitely possible in Premier. There are a lot of people in Premier that are doing that. So whatever she says, validate that, you know, when you talk about that page. Why we sell jewelry. This is a big question. A lot of people will ask you this question right off the bat because people will assume, or a lot of people assume, that it's harder to sell to more of a luxury, more of a want item than a need. You may disagree. If jewelry is in fact a want, it may be a need to you. But I kind of make that joke. I was trying to get a laugh there. Okay. I appreciate that. Okay, thanks, Nikki. You're always good for a laugh. Okay. But in fact, it's easier. When this company was founded, when the Horners came up with Premier Designs, they had over 30 years of experience in direct sales, and they specifically chose jewelry for several reasons. They really did their research. They wanted to come up with a product that was the #1 gift selling item. There's always a gift giving occasion around the corner: Christmas, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, birthdays, lots of gift giving occasions, and we sell one of the top gift items in the world. The second thing is that Premier really didn't want us to have to be salespeople. They wanted to have an easy product for us to sell. With jewelry, you put a price tag on it, you throw it on the table. If the woman likes it, she's going to buy it. It really is as simple as that. You don't need to know a lot of things about jewelry. You don't need to know ingredient lists. You don't need to know, well, you don't want to mention anything specific. You don't want to mention anything specifically by name because you don't want to be sounding negative about any other company. So you want to speak very generically. So what I say is like you don't need to know a lot of ingredients. You don't need to try to convince people to change something that they're already doing. You know, our product is better than what you're using because of A, B, and C. With jewelry, you just add more. You can have Premier jewelry and jewelry from Dillard's or jewelry from wherever. You just add to your collection. So we don't have to try to be convincing people of anything. We just put a price on it and put it on the table, and if she wants it, she's going to buy it. The other reason why they chose jewelry is that we get to be a walking advertisement everywhere we go, and this is a huge benefit. I know personally how many times I've gotten compliments on my jewelry. It's the perfect in. It's an open door for you to be able to say, oh, thank you, this is part of the jewelry line that I give away, you know, or whatever your mini commercial is. And so this is a really great, it's a huge benefit that we get to wear our jewelry, our product, everywhere that we go. One thing that Premier has to back up our jewelry is we have what's called the Golden Guarantee. And basically Premier is going to guarantee that every piece is in perfect condition. It guarantees against manufacturing defects. This is obviously in place for our customers so they can buy with confidence, but really the guarantee was really designed